All right, so we are back 1 day after the official announcement. Why is my throat so dry? 1 day after the official announcement that KSI is returning to influencer boxing. We know it's a 2-on-1 versus Slim and Anthony Taylor, but today was the press conference, the launch press conference, where these three are going to get to say their piece on what they think is going to happen in this fight. Hopefully we get a little more details of this fight, but again, just from the bits and pieces I've seen, this does not feel like a KSI fight. In fact, it's starting to feel weird. I don't really know how else to say it. It just doesn't feel right. Like the United States not making it out of group at Copa America. Also, someone fire that referee. Anyway, KSI, Slim, Anthony Taylor, Misfits 17 initial launch press conference. Something feels off, and I'm going to explain the breakdown. Let's go.
He's destroyed influencers. He's battered billionaires, and he's even held his own with a professional boxer. But
okay, whose mans is this? I like this guy. You guys know my guy is W.A.D.E, but whose mans is this?
All right. I am joined by a man who has a 12-0 record. He's a professional boxer.
Who's joining him? Who's joining him?
And he's the sparring partner and good friend of KSI. Is Idris Virgo. Idris, how are you, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you? How are you?
I'm good.
Get this motherfucker out of here! All right. Let's hear it, Idris.
Are you excited to see KSI make his return to the ring?
Oh, yes. I'm excited. Listen, this is what.
Why are they showing this as a highlight? Look at 48, he's dead.
What he's going to do different in his fight is put a statement out to Tommy Fury. It's like, listen, yeah, the judges said you won, but deep down, Tommy, you know I won. But listen, I'll take two guys, same night. Can you do the same?
Yeah. Pause. Idris, that's what I said. Take two guys on? Fight two guys? We ain't taking two guys on the same night over here. All right, listen.
It'd be interesting to see if Tommy Fury could take two guys on the same night. That'd be quite interesting. Can we get Tommy Fury on Misfits doing exactly the same thing?
I'm being an idiot. I'm just... I'm having too much fun with this, man, because what else can he do? What else can he do?
The one and only Elbrook, how are you?
I just like transformed. Like TikTok transition.
Appeared. We should have did that.
Yeah,
we should have did that.
Okay, yeah, no, we're done. Let's move on. Love you, L, but it's time to get to what we came here for.
Misfits and His Own X Series 17 press conference starts right now. KSI, welcome. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Yeah, I've got two opponents.
Fair.
Okay,
Before we get into the...
Dude, come on. So all I'm going to say is I told you. That man does not want to be there. You can read it on his face, in his answer. My God, that bandana is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, but you get what I'm saying. This does not get you excited for a fight. This is a pay-per-view event that JJ is doing essentially like I've told you guys because I think they need him to do it. But people are going to pay for this, and this is the energy you're getting. I'm not upset that JJ's upset about this. I wouldn't want to be doing a 2-on-1 either, unless, you know what I'm saying, your girl calling. But the point I'm trying to make is if you don't have energy, and we'll see, maybe he changes, but if you don't have the energy to entice viewers, why, if you don't care, should we care? Okay, real quick, who had the better drip? Slim went to Turkey, got the fixed hairline. That thing is sharper than my wits are these days. I'm not gonna lie, Anthony Taylor got a little bit of game show host going on here, potentially a little bit of Kingpin Tournament #1 Sensei fit, but I'm rocking with it. I can't tell who the winner is here.
KSI, you've said that this is a warm-up. That tells me you're going to breeze through these two men.
The joke just writes itself, man. Let's just move on.
I mean, I'm not going to say breeze through. I feel like Slim I'll breeze through, but I think AT will be a bit more difficult.
When you breeze through me, there's a reason why he wasn't fighting me, bro.
AT is a guy that, you know, it's hard to hit clean. He's a bit of a messy fighter. He loves to clinch. So, yeah, I think I just need to work him down. And yeah, just do my thing.
If you really...
It's true, though. AT is a tough guy to fight. He's a tough guy to hit clean. To be fair, KSI is a tough guy to fight and hit clean as well. They're both very awkward styles. What KSI is saying about Anthony Taylor, in not the same way necessarily, but also applies to him. He is a bit of a messier fighter. He is a bit hard to hit. And yeah, it's just a tough fight because the distance is always going to be an issue. The way he blitzes and the way Anthony Taylor blitzes, it makes for like a double messy fight.
I felt like you breezed through me. You would have fought me back in Misfits 04.
You're
You chose
not-
to fight Temper. You fought Temper
You're
instead,
not
though.
pay-per-view.
You chose to fight Temper instead of me, though.
You're not pay-per-view.
Because you're training for a southpaw. And then you
train
didn't
for
want to fight
southpaw.
southpaw. And when
You're
southpaw
not
started knocking
pay-per-view.
people out, you didn't want to fight
This
southpaw.
is why I'm fighting you and AT, because
Bro, come on,
both
you're
of
not
you
like that,
together
KSI.
is
You're not
just
really like
about
that, bro.
pay-per-view
You're not
for me.
really like that, Mike.
This is interesting what KSI is saying. He is going to the argument of Slim not being a pay-per-view star for the reason he's not fighting him. I think he has to know that's 100% complete and utter bullshit, right? Like, he has to know that that can't be. I mean, if that's what his reasoning is, then okay. But then you're going to have to explain Faze Temper, Joe Fournier, Swarms, and Pineda. That one's a bit odd to me.
You know you're not like that. I always outperform you. Every single fight card, I outperformed you. You know that, right? I got fight of the night. I got knock of the night. Your only credible win last year was knocking out Faze Temper, and I did it first.
Never get
I hit it first.
Good points.
I hit it, 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 I hit it
the
first.
fight with you and Amir because you.
The fact that Slim knows the lyrics, not only the lyrics, but the melody to I Hit It First by Ray J, it shows he's a Brooklyn kid, one, and the generation we grew up in.
I hit it
the
first.
fight with you and Amir because you were just too pussy for that.
Too pussy?
So
Well, you
feel-
too, bro. You
so
act like you the
feel
final
like you
boss,
have a
bro. You ain't no
chance
final
against
boss.
me.
Everybody wanted me and you. I've been chasing you. I didn't take no
So I
fights this
thought
year because I wanted to
instead,
fight you, bro.
I'll give the
I didn't take
fans
no fights this
even
year.
more
I said
than
no
what
to
they
10
want.
fights because I said
I'll
I want
give them
KSI.
you
I want KSI.
and
I want KSI. And now you act like you don't
And
want to
you
be
got
here.
me.
You say you
got
don't want to
me.
be here now. You act like you don't want.
got me,
You act
bro.
like you don't want to be here though. You act like you don't want to be here.
Slim said he turned down 10 fights. That's kind of wild. But then KSI said something interesting. He said you turned down or you canceled the fight with Amir Khan because you're a pussy. Again, I've stated how silly that was to begin with. Like, if KSI wants to fight Amir Khan and show he's the #1 guy at Misfits, that's fine. But to say, no, Slim, you have to fight Amir Khan to fight me is insanity to me. That made no sense because KSI is not Amir Khan, and he is not the level of competition that Amir Khan presents, at least on paper right now. We'll see, but it's Amir Khan.
But I promise you that, bro. Next month, I'm going to fuck you up, bro. I promise you that, bro.
We'll see.
I respect you as an entertainer and what you done in YouTube and shit, but as a boxer, you ain't shit, bro. Honestly, you ain't like that, my guy. You ain't like that. I'm telling you right now, you're not like that.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
God.
bro.
I almost forgot Anthony Taylor was there for a second.
Anthony Taylor, light heavyweight champion. You fought the who's who. Does KSI have anything that you haven't seen before?
Hey, like Conor McGregor says, fuck KSI. Like, look, at the end of the day, boss, KSI is going to be my easy.
God, can we just stop for a second? Anthony Taylor is on stage in a press conference to fight KSI. I know it's 2-on-1, but how did we get here? Now, I'm going to get closer to the camera and ask you again. How did we really get here?
His fucking opponent. That stupid ass karate stance ain't going to do shit what I do. Look at me. That's why he said.
Idris destroyed you.
Idris, come on, bro. Don't talk.
I don't think Idris is a practitioner of the MVP bladed stance. I think he's actually one of the only guys in that gym that doesn't do it.
You couldn't deal with him, though.
You couldn't even beat Tommy Fury.
I thought you were the guy that could beat everyone.
No, you
And
can't.
Don't talk about Tommy
Look,
Fury.
I'm going to put
Compare
you
my
on.
fight with Tommy Fury to your fight with Tommy Fury.
Okay, all right, let me compare it. Let me
obliterated.
answer it.
You
Me
got obliterated.
making my boxing debut against you 6 fight in, fighting Tommy Fury. When I
Excuses.
fuck you up,
Excuses.
that when it comes to that August 31st, I'm gonna fuck
Excuses.
you up, and Misfits going out of business because I'm gonna be the fucking next champ. And now.
Oh my God. He's saying the quiet part out loud. Just so y'all know, all these nice press conferences that y'all are seeing right now and all this money coming in, when I'm champion, when I beat KSI's ass, I'm bankrupting the company. This is all done. I'm shutting it down. Nobody making money anymore.
He's been avoiding me.
KSI means
And, I
keep
hope we're not
sucking it.
promoting his shitty fight on this live stream.
Take off your do-rag, KSI. We want to see the pineapple head. Take off your do-rag. Take it off.
Slim, you're 7-0 with
It just feels so off, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like KSI is even in control of the press conference, right? He's like getting interrupted every second he says something, and he's kind of just taking it. If that, you know what I'm saying? I know he said in his video, he's like, "Yo, I just kind of want to be myself," and I have no problem with that, but you still got to give people a reason to watch. The people that are watching these fights aren't here to watch JJ fight. They're here to watch the Nightmare, KSI. And this guy, I don't think I've seen him ever look like this in a press conference setting. The lack of energy. And quite frankly, I don't know if it's confidence or just reclusiveness out of him, but he's getting just verbally dominated, kind of, right? Like, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it's just like trying to talk about the Mike Perry and Jake Paul fight. Why are we promoting it? And then Anthony Taylor's just talking over him. He's getting no respect.
All three of us fought on the prime card. 2 of their fights was a hug fest. I'm the only person that got knocked out.
Wait.
I'm just being real. Let's be real. And not only that, in my one fight,
KSI and Tommy Fury wasn't a hug fest. It was a bit of an awkward fight, but it wasn't a deliberate hug fest. But Slim is correct. The only guy that had a stoppage on that card from these 2 matchups, from these 3 on stage.
Let's start there.
If you look at the highlight reel, you can see how many punches I landed on Salt Poppy. It's more than both y'all punches together.
Your opponents. Look at people.
Y'all not accurate. Y'all not accurate punches. You don't know how to punch, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got the Flappy Bird style, bro. Yo, y'all need something. Y'all gotta do something. Hey, gym. What's the gym called? Shoe fighters. Y'all gotta change it up, bro. That Flappy Bird shit ain't gonna work with me. I promise you that, bro. I'm looking at you, coach. I remember in Leeds. I'm gonna look at you when I piece this shit up. I promise. I'm gonna look you straight in the eye.
You couldn't even knock out Thompson Eddie. You couldn't even knock out Thompson Eddie.
You can knock him out. Yo, you can mention Viejo.
Oh my God, can we get one person talking at a time? This is a little bit of what the circus aspect of this is, because you don't even have any clarification as to what's being said at all. Slim was cooking right there for a little bit. And again, because it's a 2v1, you don't want Anthony Taylor to feel like he's not getting his shots in, and KSI's got to get his chance to respond, but it's just everyone's talking all over each other, and it's not entertaining, it's confusing. Again, love my boy A.T. I know he's doing this for him, and I'm proud of him for getting the moment, but the interesting back and forth here is between Slim and KSI. When they're going back and forth, I'm interested. I think Anthony Taylor just started singing the Star Spangled Banner or something. I don't know what he's singing, but when these 2 are going back and forth, I'm with it. I'm interested. Because there's something there. There's a little bit of history, the call out, Misfits won. The fact that Slim is somewhat of an influencer and has come from the start of this and been around from the beginning and now has fought his way through there's something there, you know? Again, AT is here too, so...
I've already punched Jake Paul, I punched Logan Paul, I punched Tommy Fury, now I get to fucking punch KSI. I got a good fucking job for being 35 years old. Like, look at me. All
right, no disrespect to AT, but he lost to Tommy Fury. I'm pretty sure out of his own mouth he said Logan knocked him down in sparring and beat him up, and then I think he also said Jake got the better of him in sparring. We got to keep historically accurate.
AT, honestly, I'm happy for you because you have the best seats in the house. You got ringside seats to me and KSI fight one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So me and KSI, we're gonna fight one-on-one. He gonna have to get through me if he wants to see AT, and it's not gonna be happening.
So what happens if you get knocked out? What happens
I'm not gonna get knocked out, bro. I've been hit by big dudes all the time, bro.
So let me tell you the strategy.
Never wobbled, never been knocked down, bro. I got a chin too.
So let me tell you the strategy. Look, we go into the fight while you fighting KSI.
See, I hate this part of the shit, man. Oh, let's talk strategy. Let's do... I just fucking hate this. I want some realism in this shit. I want some real venom. And Slim was on the verge of it right there. When Slim started to fire up there at the beginning and it was like, listen, I'm a man and I feel disrespected or whatever he said, that's what he should be running with. That's the line. That's the lane. That's how you go at KSI. You disrespected me as a man. Your promoter disrespected me as a man. Told everybody that he didn't want little old Slim to get knocked out. He don't have no confidence in me. The promotion is KSI first and Misfits second, which, by the way, it should be. He's the superstar. But Slim should be talking that talk, being like, cool, y'all wanted to avoid me. Y'all tried to brush it off like I wasn't a threat. Here I am. Treat me like I'm not a threat now. Disrespect me now. You know, that is the way, man. You know why? Because it's genuine and it's real and people get behind real shit.
Anyway, it's a good idea you have Slim first. Get him out the way because I feel like I'll be able to get rid of him in 2 rounds.
You don't feel like that. Come on, bro. You don't believe that. Come on.
Do what I want to do
you don't believe that, KSI.
With the next few rounds.
Listen, I'm going to embarrass you in front of your fucking family.
Try it.
I'm going to embarrass... Your mom and dad is going to see your son.
Try it.
Bleeding on the floor.
Well, KSI doesn't have a son, but I know where AT's going with this, and this is what I like. Yes, give him more of that. If that's how you genuinely feel, like, hey, you wanted to embarrass me, whatever, you wanted to avoid me, I'm going to embarrass you in front of your whole family. That shit right there, yes, more of that, please.
All the fans online are saying, why isn't KSI fighting Slim one-on-one? And the reason is because he don't want to risk it, bro. He don't want to risk his reputation.
Nah, it's 'cause
he knows what's going to happen. You know what's gonna happen.
Because you're not a pay-per-view.
Nah,
KSI.
that's some bullshit, bro. So Pineda's pay-per-view, Swarms is pay-per-view.
Hey,
Huh?
Mike,
Turn pay-per-view.
Okay. There you go, Slim.
I knocked
More
every
people
fucking
ex-
person in my
more
face,
people are
bro.
more
I'm not
interested
pay-per-view.
in
You
that.
just pussy.
More
That just
people
sounds
are
pussy to me,
interested
bro.
All right. Excuse me.
More people were interested in that. I don't know what he's talking about when he said more people are more interested in that. They were definitely not interested in Pineda and Swarms. They were interested in KSI return. And again, if this wasn't a 2v1 situation where AT broke into song every 5 seconds, I think Slim should drill him on it. If JJ's not interested in being a part of this, you make him interested. You embarrass him to the point where his ego takes over, or something inside of him will not allow this to happen, to be talked to this way, and fires him up a little bit, because right now he is ice cold. It doesn't even look like he has a pulse, man. This is not the KSI that I know, that I've watched in these pressers, that doesn't take any kind of disrespect, that doesn't allow for anybody to just walk all over him on these presses. I'm actually kind of upset because JJ knows that this is not going to cut it for a pay-per-view, but also this can get him in trouble. This can get him hurt, not just by the 2v1 thing, but just in the sport itself. I don't like this kind of approach, because let's say he goes out and fucks these two up, right? Awesome. No one watched it. No one cared. It doesn't do anything for your business. Now, let's say the opposite happens and he goes out there and takes these two lightly, no matter what he's telling you. Up here, he's not as switched on and as invested. That will, and I'm sorry to say this, especially if it's Anthony Taylor, kill influencer boxing.
Pussy. That just sounds pussy to me, bro.
All right. It's getting a little heated.
That sounds so
KSI.
pussy.
Did you see the pay-per-view numbers? Anyone I fight, the pay-per-view numbers do.
bro, you can fight horse.
Exactly. Just destroys the whole thing you were saying like 2 seconds before that. Slim, you're not pay-per-view, okay? Those people were pay-per-view. Well, did you see the pay-per-view numbers? Anybody I fight does well. JJ, what are you doing?
Hey, from
So that's why
Dominican
I fight
Republic
you
is
and
X
then-
Series 16
Make
tickets
everyone
go
happy.
on sale via an exclusive pre-sale on the Priority Pass.
I mean, to be honest, yeah, that was probably enough of that. Like, it was chaos. It was a bit of a circus up there, because it's like a debate frickin' town hall meeting where everyone's trying to get their point in. So, yeah, that was probably enough. Are they going to face him off? No, dude, why are we doing the cage again? Just... By the way, I'm just going to say this. Again, you guys are going to call it sour grapes. At this point, I don't give a fuck. This shit right here is what's going to ruin this, man. And it already has. This was cool for a one-off thing, right? For the Prime card and the you know, Tommy Fury, JJ. This was all right. It was new. It was fresh. It was cool. When you overbook gimmicks, people see through it. This kind of goofiness is not needed. They don't need this. Who is this appealing to? Why do it? I guess it just adds to the whole, hey, we're different from normal boxing. And that's okay, I guess. But this shit's going to kill it, man. And I'm not just talking about the cage for people that think I'm fixated on this. It's just everything, man. It's all coming together in my mind. This stuff is... it's what's going to burn it out.
Look, he's too good to give us a real face-off.
Man, you a little guy.
I'm gonna really fuck you up.
Small.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Well, why you have to get the fucking cage? You gotta get the cage.
Come on.
Pea shooters. Woo!
Come on.
Woo! Woo!
Come on.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Yeah, I'm with KSI. This is fucking cringy as fuck. I'm sorry. Y'all can call me a Debbie Downer all you want. I don't look at that and get excited about this fight. I look at it and just shake my head and just wonder what I'm doing watching this.
Shoot that ass up. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Look, I let him face off. You already know I'm the real.
This is what I want. While AT is doing the whole, you know, promoter thing, look at this. This is a real face-to-face. Now get this WWE wannabe Kmart cage out of the way and let these two really face off.
Let's be honest, you're not really about it.
You know about that shit. You know about this shit, bro.
Yeah, okay,
You know I'm with
yeah,
this shit,
cool.
bro.
We'll see,
You know
bro.
I'm with this shit,
We'll see.
KSI. I'm gonna be like, this is why you the woman, bro.
This is what I like. This is it.
I'm coming to you. I'm telling you, bro. You want
I don't think
you want to respect me after this.
I don't think you
You
know.
want to respect me after this,
I
bro.
don't think you
You
know.
want to respect me after
No,
this.
you ain't gonna get my
You want to
respect.
respect me after this, bro.
You're gonna beg though. I'll make you beg for it.
There we go. There's a little bit. There you go, KSI. Yeah. See what eye contact does? See when things get real? Like this, when I get in your fucking face? Yeah.
Good job,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
This ain't no
Yeah.
KSI.
Man, I'ma
This
fuck
ain't no
you up.
This ain't
I'ma fuck you up. I'ma fuck you up. Watch. I'ma fuck you up. And I'ma take over Misfits. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Your breath stink. Give it to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
I'm gonna be honest. I just don't feel that last one. I don't feel that face to face between him and AT. I'm sorry.
Listen, that was wild. Are you
Really? Was it?
Yeah,
I mean, not from you.
Thank you, KSI. No, it wasn't wild. No, he knows that was a bit of a stinker of a press conference. I'm sorry. It just was, and he knows it. Let's end the video here, because I'm sure they're going to talk more, but let's just end it here. For Slim, and I'm going to specifically speak to Slim, because I think AT is an experienced enough fighter to know how to turn it on and off. He cannot be bogged down by these goofy-ass questions that he's going to get about the tag team, or, you know, AT singing and Slim wanting to dance with him and go along with it and remain. No, dude. This, for Slim, has to be personal. It has to, because I remember when KSI called him essentially a bitch and a pussy for ducking Salt Poppy. I remember when he said, Slim, I want a piece of that, and then proceeded to not ever give him a piece of that. No, did he? I remember when Mam said he was protecting Slim from being knocked out. If I'm Slim, I take all that as disrespect, and I use it to motivate me. That is how Slim needs to be treating this. No games, no none of this, hey, here's our strategy. Let's play paper, rock, scissors to see who goes first. It is all business, all gas, no brakes. I'm seeing a little bit of that. I hope he gets into it more. For AT, there's nothing I can really tell Anthony Taylor. He knows better than I what works for him. And like I said, I'm proud of him that he gets this big moment for himself. If he is to win, it will kill influencer boxing. I'm telling you this now. We're already on this deathbed. From the view numbers, from the fact that this press conference and the energy of it for the main guy, KSI, who doesn't even act like he wants to be there. Again, tried a different approach. That's fine. But just the idea itself, the over-the-top goofiness, the K stuff, it's become unrecognizable to a degree. And maybe that's the point. And maybe I'm the guy that just never caught on that this was always the way it was going, but this is just not it to me. Regardless, that's where we end it. KSI, Slim, AT, first press conference. I guess it can only go up from here, so I hope it does, but I don't have those answers. What happens in the 2-on-1? What happens with Misfits going forward? Is KSI going to be able to flip that switch and find some motivation to be in this fight at all? Or is he going to overlook these two? Even if he tells you he's not, and something catastrophic happening for him, for Misfits. Don't have those answers, but you guys know August 31st. Misfits 17. Guess we'll find out.